ladies, you should have, if you haven't already, downloaded your measurement and tracking guide. The only other thing you're going to need is some measuring tape. So you can get this at pretty much any store, Walmart, Walgreens, just a couple bucks. And you're going to be using it throughout our journey together. So make sure to print this out, and we're just going to go line by line together, and I'm going to explain how we fill this out. It's going to be super simple. And this is really important. This is so important, ladies, and I'm so glad that you're taking the time to do this, because we need to know where we started so that we can start tracking our progress to see if we're moving in the right direction, right? And we can't do that unless we take these beginning measurements. So definitely let's do this. It'll only take you a few minutes. The first question that you're going to see is your 3-month goal. So realistically, what do you want to see yourself achieve in 3 months? It could be a weight loss goal. It could be a goal to do X amount of workouts a week. It could be even a goal of how much water you drink, or even how much sleep that you get every single night, or how many push-ups you can do. So get creative. What kind of 3-month goal would you like to see yourself hit? But don't pick any more than 2, okay? The more that we choose, the more that we put on our plate, the more tempting it will be to go, okay, I give up. This is way too overwhelming. So take some time, pick 2 good quality, realistic goals that you can hit in the next 3 months, and we're going to set that as your intention for the next few weeks together. All right, and then the last thing you need to do is set that date. So go 3 months from today, that is your date, because we start with those goals right here, right now. Because what we do today creates our better tomorrow. So we gotta stay in the present moment and do what we can today to make it happen, okay? So write down your 3-month goal, and this next question is so important, ladies. Write down your big reason why it's important to you. Why do you wanna hit these goals? Why are you going to wake up every single day and put your game face on and put your best foot forward and get your workouts in and make good choices? You know, because there's going to be obstacles. There are going to be moments where you're going to want to just give up. Things are so stressful. Things aren't going your way, and you're going to feel really down. But what is going to pull you back up from that place? What is that big, deep reason right in here that really guides your decisions and is going to keep you motivated and inspired? Because honestly, that initial motivation that like you're super excited, yeah, let's do this, I'm in, is going to fade. And that's just reality. But what is so big of a reason that is going to pull you out of there and pull you up back on the playing field? So think about that. What's your big important reason why you want to reach this goal? If you want to pause this so you can really think about this, which I think is a great idea, then do it. Because most people understand the outer layer, right? What do I want? I want to lose weight. I want to lose 10 pounds. The next layer is, how do I do it? I exercise, I eat well. But what most people neglect to really reflect on it and focus on it and pay attention to is that inner core, and it's why they want those things, why it's important to them. So make sure to establish your why, get a firm understanding for why it's important to you, and write that down. The next thing is the fun part. So now it's our measurement and our progress tracking. So we're going to do an initial weigh-in. I do not want you weighing in every day. Let's keep it to the day 1, day 14, 30, 60. I don't want you to be that person that's just so infatuated with the number that it dictates your emotions and how you feel. It's just a number, ladies. There's way more things going on in your body, and you can't freak out about short gains and losses in your weight. We're looking at long term here. So we're going to weigh in this way. Okay, so let's try to do that. So you're going to take your weigh in. We're going to take a look at your chest measurements, your narrow waist, 1 inch below the belly button, your hips, your thighs, and your biceps. So let's go through that together. So you'll just step on a scale. Whatever you have at home is totally fine. Most measuring tapes have inches and then centimeters. Let's go by inches. So the first thing is the chest. What I would start by doing is taking that tape, shimmying it up to right where your bra line typically would be, and you're going to come up and around to the widest point of your chest. So that would be about there for me, okay? Let me show you that again. So right there. So not below the bust line or above, or right dead on the center, okay? So write that down. Don't pull too tight. Also take a look. What kind of bra are you wearing? Does it have any padding? Is it really squished up against you? Try to wear the same bra that you wear when you do these measurements. Next would be your narrow waistline. So where your waist gets at its most narrowest point. Same idea. You're going to shimmy it to that point. Pull the tape off to the side so you can see it. Check out the number. Write it down. Next is 1 inch below your belly button. So go about maybe 1 inch below your belly button. That tends to be a big problem spot, especially for our moms. take that measurement there. Remember, don't pull too tightly. You're nice and relaxed, and your legs are about shoulder width apart when you're taking these measurements. Next are the hips. So I'm going to stand to the side here. So again, just like our chest, we're going to go at the widest point of our hips. Not where you would measure for like pants. We're going to go at the widest point. Just like you see there. Again, it's going to pull up and across right in front. Next is our thigh. So I want you to take your dominant leg. So I'm right-handed, right-footed. You're going to step that leg out. You're not going to flex or anything. Slight bend to the knee. I'll show it to you to the side. We're going to take that tape up. And I want you to go to the widest point of the thigh. That's how I like to measure. There's a secondary way that you can do it. You can go to the top of your knee. You can measure 8 inches up, and you can measure around that point. But like I said, I prefer to go I like to find the widest point, and I like to measure the differences there. So my widest point would be right about there. Same idea with the bicep. You want to just have your arm straight out, roll your sleeve up. Honestly, I like to do my measurements in a sports bra and underwear, just so I don't have to worry about what clothes am I wearing or what have you. So the first thing I would do, either get a buddy to help you out, but if you don't have a buddy, throw the top under and then let it shimmy, shimmy, shimmy down. You're going to turn your palm out and forward, and you're just going to measure just like that, okay? And that would be your bicep. So as I said, tips would be just be in a sports bra and underwear when you're doing this. Do it in the bathroom. Keep this in the bathroom. Bring the paper in, and then you're good to go. So don't forget your weigh-in. So that's going to go all on the front sheet. Now the second page of our progress and tracking guide is going to be the fitness progress tracking. So what you're going to do, you're going to take maybe 5 minutes or so, because this is only going to take you 4 minutes. You're going to take 4 minutes to do 4 different exercises and see how many reps you can get in 1 minute. So the first one is push-ups, modified or unmodified. Next one would be sit-ups, modified or unmodified. The plank, you could do the beginner plank, the regular plank or the advanced plank, and then body weight squats is the last one. So you have an area for the dates. So you'll just write down, I started on this date. This is how many I could do of these. The next one would be the 30-day mark. We'll do it again in 60 days, and we'll do it again in 90 days. So check the private Facebook group for the details on the movements and how you can modify them. And then we'll get this, basically it's like a fitness assessment test. We'll get this fitness assessment done, and then we'll track how we do as we progress on. So we can track our endurance, our strength, all that good stuff. It's all important. And then lastly, one of my favorite parts of this tracking guide is the little quiz, the little test. So we're not only just looking at your strengths and how you progress as far as all that goes, but we're also going to take a look at your mood and positivity, your energy levels, your self-confidence on a scale of 1 to 10. You know, what do you feel your fitness level is at? How do you feel your nutrition is? What about your body image? How do you feel about your body image right now? Are you like at a 4 or are you at a 9? So these are all important things to look at. So be honest with yourself as you fill this out, because this is so important. And again, we are going to refer back to this. So you could staple it, you could put it in a binder, you could keep it in your desk, but have it somewhere safe, because we are going to come back to this. And this is how we're going to see if what we're doing is getting you in the right direction, and if it's getting there either faster, because we can really look at this and go, okay, what are we missing? What do we need to work on? How can we improve? And that's really the fun part of this goal, is seeing where we need to improve and improving that part of ourselves and getting better and getting stronger and growing and taking on new challenges, guys. That's how we feel fulfilled and how we feel good. So please take the time to fill this out. It will take you only a few minutes, and then we can move on to the next step, okay? All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you later.